What up, YouTube? Okay, so something I want you to think about, Toys R Us. I just did a video yesterday talking about Toys R Us and their failure online. And what I want to talk about right now is something that you really need to think about for your business, okay? If you are watching this video, I'm going to assume that you operate a business that has some component of it that functions online, or that you want to function online, or that you want to improve the existing function of it online. Before we get to your business, I just want to walk you through something. When I was a kid, my experience at Toys R Us started with, buying the normal types of toys that kids always bought. But then as the late 80s occurred, it was buying video games, and I almost exclusively went there for video games. Now, we're here in 2018, what is that, 30 years later, and now we're talking about Toys R Us going out of business. It's crazy. And it's crazy to me because of all the things that happened between then and now that they didn't do anything with. Think about this for a moment. Okay, they had the video game market cornered in the late 80s and early 90s. Sure, you could go to places like Kmart or Walmart, Target, get things there, but that video game aisle, it was all in this glass case, and it was packed with parents and kids just buying stuff, and just kids fantasizing about having this accessory or that accessory. Well, okay, so the internet thing happened, and 2004 happened, and YouTube happened, and all this social activity happened, and where was Toys R Us? Where were they? Why is there a Twitch right now that isn't Toys R Us owned and controlled? Think about it for a second. This company had Amazon fulfill their online orders because they didn't believe in, having e-commerce really developed. How stupid was that? And then, they go further and they don't innovate at all. Toys R Us should be the esports leader. Toys R Us should be the Twitch commander. Their Twitch should be owned by Toys R Us. They should snatch them up, from day one. So now let's talk about your business. Okay, so you're here and maybe you have a business that completely operates online, or maybe you have a brick and mortar business with an online component, and you're trying to figure out, well, what can I learn from this? And what you have to learn from this is that you have to constantly innovate and move where the market goes. Okay, when Toys R Us saw the online social media explosion happen, they didn't take their existing customer base and their existing product base and move that into social like they should have. Instead, they just sat there and didn't do anything. And now they're going out of business. It's insane to me. And no matter what business you have to find a way to innovate some kind of community into it and some kind of social component. It's just not an option. It's not an option. And if you think it is an option because, you're doing the things the way you always have or whatever, you're probably going to die. And I don't mean die as in have heart attack, fall over and die, although, eventually we all die. I hate to break it to you. But your business won't survive this iteration. It won't survive this new economic cycle that we're in. And if you don't innovate now, maybe you will make it through the current cycle, but you won't make it through the next, whatever it may be. So consider for a moment what you do and really try and come up with a creative way to move some of that process or grow a new process in a digital landscape. Because if you just look for ways to integrate what you have always done with things that are coming out, somebody is going to out-innovate you and your revenues just won't be there. So that's what I got for you for now. Talk to you.